Golf Central on YouTube is brought to you by the new Chrome Tour golf ball from Callaway.
Many congratulations on winning both the DP World Tour Championship and the Race to Dubai. Let's talk about the championship first of all. A record-equaling third win in this championship, a fourth Rolex Series win, and a seventh win in Dubai. What does this one mean to you?
It means a lot.
Gather yourself. I'll keep talking. You just take a deep breath.
Yeah. I've been through a lot this year, professionally, personally, and it feels like the fitting end to 2024. You know, I've persevered this year a lot. Had close calls, wasn't able to get it done. So to be able to get over the line, I got off to a great start, and then I didn't have my best around the middle of the round. I think Rasmus and I both sort of struggled to get any momentum, but I thought saving par on 15 was huge, and then I hit, I made 4 great swings coming in, the wedge on 16, the shot into 17, and then the 2 shots into the last. So really pleased with the way I finished, and thankfully I hung on a tough day and got the job done.
You talked about those opportunities missed and how much they hurt you, and there was another one today that you really wanted to get. You said last year you stood on the green with 1 trophy in Ahoy Garden, you wanted both. How much pressure were you feeling? How were the emotions down the stretch? Because he was looking awfully good.
He was. He's such a solid player. Doesn't make a ton of mistakes. I was feeling it. I had chances. I had a chance on 10 that slipped by, a chance on 11. Then I bogeyed 13. I had a 7-iron in my hand and 14 going into the par 5, only make a par there. So, yeah, going into those last few holes, I knew I just needed something to happen, and the wedge shot to a foot on 16 was the catalyst I needed to push on and play those last couple of holes well.
You've won your 6th Race to Dubai, equaling the legendary Severiano Ballesteros. Just describe the sense of achievement.
Yeah, it's really cool. I think everyone knows what Sevi means to European golf, to Ryder Cup players. European Ryder Cup locker room, all we have are quotes of Sevi. We had a changing room with Sevi's shirt from '95, the last Ryder Cup he played. He means so much to European golf, and for me to be mentioned in the same breath, I'm very proud.
I'm not really sure where to start. You've already showed a lot of emotion. Is happiness kind of setting in right now after all the drama?
It truly is. I think it's more relief. Right now, I got a chance to speak to my entire family. They all FaceTimed me in a group chat, so I couldn't even talk when I was talking to them. So it's relief right now. I know once I get back to the hotel, there's going to be a lot of crying once I personally start talking to them, and just grateful, man. Just extremely grateful to have had this opportunity, and especially such an unbelievable week with my daughter, and I'm just extremely happy to be a champion and not have to worry about where I'm going to be playing, the next couple of years. That was something that was bothering me for the last 6 months, and ironically how everything just flipped, and now fortunately I don't have to. I can just go and enjoy and play golf.
100%. We'll get to the golf shortly, but you mentioned your daughter, obviously born on Monday.
On Monday.
Had to fly in on Thursday. Luckily the plane wasn't delayed, but just talk about this whole week and how it's almost like
surreal. It truly, God has his ways of, staying present and actually making sure that we know he's there. It has been a surreal week. Probably the best day of my life was on Monday. Just couldn't believe that my wife did such a great job, and we were able to conceive a baby. And yeah, we kind of knew there was a chance I was going to get here, and I was very fortunate. None of the flights got delayed, and was able to get here on property at 11:30, and I think I had a 12:58 tee time. So plenty of time. I was just relieved. I'm like, you know what? I don't care right now. I'm happy. I just want to go out and hit some balls. It felt horrible on the range that Thursday. I'm like, yeah, you know, it's whatever. But it has been a surreal week. It was clearly meant to be. And I got to say this, you know, like there's few times God has been present, like very present, and this was clearly one of them. There were a couple things that I thought about during the round. One was, I remember back years ago, I would always pray for some things, and I would write them down. And ironically, like 12 years later, I found the note, and everything that I wanted came true. You know, but it took 12 years. You know, it's not, you don't pray to have things happen to you like right now and all those things, but ironically all those things happen. So I knew back then, I'm like, oh, he's definitely with us. And I've been praying every day the last year, you know, hoping to get a good week, hoping to just give myself some security. And today or this week, I just knew he was with me. I knew my family was with me. When I won in 2019 in Abaco, I remember feeling like very calm. And there were a couple sun rays that I would look at. I'm like, oh, that's kind of weird. I know he's there. And today it happened. You know, I was extremely calm. And when I 3-putted 9, I do remember this. When I 3-putted 9, when I was walking to 10, I remember when I won in 2019 in Abaco, I made a bogey, a really bad bogey on my 9th hole. And I remember switching my mindset and saying, like, hey, let's just focus on just trying to hit good shots coming in. Forget about the score. And ironically, I ended up winning, you know. And so I didn't look at the leaderboard all the way till I got to the 18th green. And I kind of had a feeling that it was meant to be. So just unbelievably happy and proud of the way that my caddy and I kind of worked around the course.
7 wins now on the LPGA Tour this season. Does winning ever get boring?
No, never. I mean, you should have felt the nerves that I was feeling on the back 9, and then just, you know, after taking some time off with an injury, it feels great to be back out here. And there's nothing like being in the hunt. There's nothing like the adrenaline feeling going on the back 9 and being in contention, and I love it so much.
Is that how you were able to turn it around? You were 2 back and all of a sudden you reel off 5 birdies in a row. What goes through your mind in those moments?
Yeah, not a lot of happy thoughts at the beginning, honestly. But yeah, I mean, I have such a great teammate. Jay and I have been together for, I think, next year going on our 9th year. And having him by my side obviously helps because he knows what to say to me when I do get down on myself.
Now, we often see your mum and dad out walking, but we see your brothers here this week.
I did not know that. I did not know that.
He's here, so this is your first time seeing him?
Yeah, and this is actually my first time winning in front of him. So, yeah, I haven't seen him in a couple months, so it's nice to see him.
Well, congratulations. Go see him.
Thank you.